In a remote seaside town, the houses here are like a palette overturned by God, and each one is colorful and unique. Red is like fire, like a burning passion. Blue is like the sea, containing endless depth. Yellow is like gold, emitting a warm light. The patchwork roofs and the colorful walls seemed like a carefully depicted fairy tale scene. There is a cute girl named Lena in the small town. When night falls and the moonlight shines in front of the window, Lena will gently close her eyes, listen to the fairy tale quietly, and fall into a dream. On Monday morning, Lena woke up from her sweet sleep as usual. She rubbed her sleepy eyes and stretched. When her hand gently touched the cover of the book, something magical happened. The book opened slowly by itself, and the words on the page began to flash, emitting a mysterious and dazzling light, like a flowing galaxy. Suddenly, a strong wind howled, and the strong wind curled her hair and instantly swept her into the world of the book. When Lena had established herself, she was surprised to find herself in a strange and wondrous place. The sky here is dreamy pink, and the clouds are like giant marshmallows, fluffy and soft. The houses on both sides of the street are made of stained glass, and each piece of glass reflects colorful light. Sunlight shines on the ground through the glass, as if countless gems are shining. Lena was immersed in this beautiful scene when suddenly, dark clouds quickly gathered in the sky. The picture quickly circulated, and the front became afraid, an empty black jungle. There was a gloomy castle in the distance, and the windows flashed with a strange red light from time to time, like pairs of evil eyes, peering at everything in the darkness. Lena's heart was filled with fear, but she knew she had to find a way back. So she took a deep breath. Every step she took, she could hear the sound of dead branches breaking under her feet, which was particularly harsh in the silent forest. Suddenly, she heard intermittent cries. Lena pricked up her ears and carefully identified the direction of the crying. She walked in the direction, pushing through the thick grass and bypassing the stout trees. In a hidden place, she found a little elf trapped in a trap. The little elf has transparent wings, and the wings flicker with crystal light in the weak light as tulle. Her eyes were watery like two bright jewels, and tears were streaming down his face at the moment. Tears rolled down her cheeks, dripping on the ground. She found that the trap was made of twigs and vines and was very strong. She stretched out her hands and gently untied the vines on the trap, moving cautiously for fear of hurting the elf. The elf looked at Lena gratefully and said with a trembling voice,
"Thank you, kind girl. This place was originally a beautiful fairy tale world, but every Monday,
it would be cursed by evil
wizards and become eerie. Only by finding 3 magic holy weapons can curse be lifted."
Lena listened to the little elf's words, and she decided to follow the path in the forest with the little elf. Not long after they walked, they encountered a talking fox. The fox looked at them slyly, his eyes shining with greed. It said,
"I know the whereabouts of one of the magic artifacts, but you have to help me find the missing tail."
It turned out that the fox's tail was stolen by a group of mischievous goblins. Those leprechauns like to play pranks and often make trouble in the forest. Lena and the elf agreed to the fox's request. They looked around the forest, searching every corner carefully. They pushed through the grass and inspected the tree holes, leaving no place untouched. After much effort, he finally found the fox's tail in a tree hole. The fox was happy, wagging his tail and leading them to a cave. The fox walked into the cave and soon took out the first magic artifact from the cave. They continued their journey. This time, they came to a desert. The heat wave in the desert is rolling, the sun is blazing hot on the earth, and the sand is unbearably hot. In the middle of the desert, there is a huge pyramid. They walked into the pyramids, and Lena carefully observed the characters on the wall, thinking about the answer to the puzzle. The elf also helped. Suddenly, a huge stone monster appeared. The stone monster was 2 stories high. Its body was made of hard stone. It swung its huge fists at them. Lena had an idea. She observed the stone monster's attack method and found that there was a certain pattern in the stone monster's attack. She used the stone monster's attack to rebound and skillfully damaged the structure of the stone monster's body. The stone monster fell to the ground, revealing the second magic artifact hidden below. With the last holy artifact left, they came to a snow-covered mountain. Snow was flying here. The cold wind cut their cheeks like knives, and their ears were red from the cold. On the steep cliffs lived a fierce mechanical crew. The mechanical crew was made of metal and shone with a cold light. There was a hint of cunning in its eyes, as if it was wary of anyone approaching. The mechanical crew guarded the last magic artifact, and it did not allow anyone to approach it. The little elf used magic to try to control the mechanical crew, but the power of the mechanical crew was too strong. Lena remembered the stories in the fairy tale. Many seemingly evil things actually have a good side. So, she walked forward and whispered to the mechanical crew,
I know you must have your own difficulties. We just want to get that holy weapon and lift the curse of this world.
Hearing Lena's words, the mechanical crew gradually quieted down. It made a low voice.
I was cursed by a wizard to become so fierce. I have to collect 99 pure gems to be free.
After listening to the mechanical crew's story, Lena thought of her heirloom necklace, which was inlaid with an emerald of excellent quality. The elf cautiously asked Lena again and again if she really wanted to do this. Although the necklace was Lena's only memory of her great-grandmother, Lena hesitated. But to think that the colors of the world are about to be restored, to think that those who have been cursed are about to be set free. So she made up her mind and slowly took off the necklace and handed it to the mechanical crew. Seeing this, the mechanical crew readily took out the magic artifact and exchanged it with her. They arrived at the castle with 3 magic holy weapons, accidentally triggering the trap. The abyss was bottomless and filled with thick fog. Lena held the elf's hand tightly, and they tried to find a place to climb. Fingers groped on the wall, and finally, with the help of the power of the raised stones, they successfully crossed the abyss. After some difficult exploration, they finally found the magician's room. There is a huge color-absorbing ball in front of the magician, which is already full of the colors of this world. The color-absorbing ball exuded a strange light, and an evil aura was revealed in the light. Seeing them, the mage sneered and said,
Do you think you can stop me? So naive.
Saying that, he waved his wand, and streams of black light shot at them. The black light was as fast as a viper, carrying a powerful impact. As Lena dodged the attack, she carefully observed the mage's every move and discovered that there was a gem on the top of the mage's wand, which could be the source of his magic. When she saw the opportunity, she took advantage of the time when the magician waved her wand, and took out 3 magic holy weapons and put them into the wand. In an instant, the magician's wand lost its magic power, and he roared in anger, causing the whole room to tremble. Lena bravely rushed towards the magician and scuffled with him. The little elves also helped. After a fierce battle, they finally subdued the magician and took back the color-absorbing ball from his hands. Lena and the elf brought the colored balls to the highest part of the castle. Lena held the color-absorbing ball in both hands, closed her eyes, and prayed silently in her heart. Then, she slowly opened the color-absorbing ball and released the color back into this world. In an instant, the entire world regained its former splendor. The people cheered, their faces brimming with happy smiles. They thanked Lena and the elves and gathered around, hugging them and expressing their gratitude. Just then, the fairy tale book shone again. She said goodbye to the elf, who waved hard at Lena. When Lena opened her eyes, her heart was filled with emotion, and she was still reflecting on the amazing experience of this Monday. Lena took a closer look. It was a pocket watch with a photo of her great-grandmother. The case of the pocket watch is made of exquisite metal with exquisite patterns carved on it. Lena gently picked up the pocket watch, opened the lid, and the kind face of the great-grandmother appeared in front of her. She treasured the pocket watch, as if she had also kept this wonderful experience in her heart.